I think NXT TNA is going to win the ratings war, which a lot of people saying ratings don't matter anymore. Well, clearly does if Uncle Dave is twisting himself in a fucking pretzel every week for it. And a lot of you still truly care about it, even though you say you don't. Um, I think match quality wise, obviously AEW will be better match quality. I think if we see any new champions, it will be from the NXT side, the NXT show. I don't think either Kyle Fletcher or Mercedes Moné is losing their championship. And that is the quote unquote Tuesday Night War going on this week. Welcome to the All Average Wrestling Show. This is episode number 5 here. I am your host, Brandon BT Taylor. So before get into it, I have a couple announcements to make. Number one, we are introducing 2 new shows later on this year, early next. Cage Verdict, which is an MMA-centric show. It will air only during UFC number event weeks. So there will be a preview show, which will happen earlier in the week. And pending on when the event actually ends, a post-show, live post-show or a recorded post-show that will be posted the next day. The other one is Elite Sports Take, which is a sports-centric show, which would be similar to the All Average Wrestling Show and Shots Fired, that could go either way. We could do some episodes that will be live, some that will not. It could literally just be me sitting here giving out sports takes, or it could turn into a live sports debate matchup between 2 members of the University Sports Debate Facebook group. Go and join. So that one's going to be really exciting. That one's more likely to debut sometime this year rather than early next. The other announcement is we are no longer airing on X. The reason for that is we're not live enough to justify paying like $12 a month for X. It's just not worth it. Maybe if we start pumping out more live content sooner rather than later, then that can be reconvened, rediscussed then. And the other one, the All Average Wrestling Show, will be doing some live shows going forward. Obviously, this one will not be one. One guarantee live show will be the end of the year, which will be giving out awards. Yeah. So those are your announcements as of right now. Oh, and also we here at the Main Event Hub are looking for anyone that wants to get behind a mic and just give their takes, whether it's sports takes, pro wrestling takes, whatever. We will give you the platform. Come use the studio, which is here on Riverside. I personally will produce it for you. If your podcast or whatever hits, it's all yours. You can take your show and go do whatever the fuck you want with it. But we are looking for people that want to host or come and co-host whatever your show. It'll just be produced by the Main Event Hub. You want to go and do something else, get it monetized or whatever, take it, and you can do whatever you want with it. So this is merely based and volunteer. You're not getting paid by us to come do it. But if you want to get your feet wet, get started, we are looking for obviously extra content here. And if you think you're ready to go monetize it, do whatever, you take your show. It's all 100% yours, and you can go and do that, and all is good. So now that we got that out of the way, where to start here? I guess we could start with the NXT TNA Showdown that's coming up, which was Invasion, and they changed the name of it, which I think is stupid. But whatever, that's not a hill I am looking to die on here. So that is what it is. I don't like how they're making Kalani Jordan look. She's been TNA champion from that point, 72 something hours. And she's leading a TNA charge into the PC, a place where she works at. Logic is not logic in there. And her team TNA is legit nothing but ex WWE stars, where you have TNA knockouts who are fully capable and should be showcased in that match rather than the renames that everyone already knows. Like, nothing against the Iconics. We don't need the fucking Iconics in that match. I'm fine with I don't know why I'm forgetting her new name, but formerly known as Jakara Jackson. I'm fine with her being in it because it looks like they're pushing her. That makes sense. Whatever. And I understand no Tessa Blanchard for obvious reasons, but you have a legit roster of knockouts that are with really no WWE ties that you could easily showcase in this. So it really doesn't feel like it's Team NXT versus Team TNA. It feels like it's Team NXT versus literally Team WWE. I mean, at least the men's one, they got people that like make sense You got the X Division champion, you got the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, number one contender, you got Moose, and you got Frankie Kazarian. That makes sense. Hardys versus Dark State for the TNA and NXT Tag Team Championships, unless there's some screwy finish and this ends up being a non-decision. I have a hard time seeing the Hardy Boys drop the TNA Tag Team Championships right before they're about to defend against Team 3D in a tables match, which is next Sunday at Bound for Glory in Lowell, Massachusetts. So I have the Hardy Boys winning that one. Don't really like it to a degree because I don't think the Hardys truly need the NXT Tag Team Championships. I don't even think they really need the TNA Tag Team Championships, but I don't know. It feels like at that point you don't really have much of an answer for your tag team division, and you really need the Hardy. And the Hardys are the ones you're gonna give titles to from TNA. So I don't know. It just feels like a sad state of the NXT Tag Team division if the Hardys end up winning the NXT Tag Team Championships. Another match that was announced is Mustafa Ali versus Ethan Page. Ali owed a North American Championship match from years ago when Dom was champion. Ali was released from WWE right before that match was supposed to happen. I'd give it to Ali here. I would. As good as Ethan Page's North American Championship Canada reign has been, Ali as North American champion is something I wanted to see 2 years ago, and it's something I want to see now. I'm for Ali winning it. I yeah, I am for Ali winning. I believe straight up that both title matches are going to be won by TNA guys. So give me Ali over Ethan Page in that one. I wouldn't be shocked if Page remains, but Ali winning that North American Championship is something I'm on board for. So for that rest of the card, I don't know what other matches they've announced so far. They did announce Jordan Grace as a special referee for NXT versus TNA, but that one, no offense, that I get Jordan Grace has TNA ties, but she's not Team TNA anymore. Same goes with Joe Hendry to a degree. Like, they're in NXT now. They're in WWE. This isn't like, I don't get the struggle here between the both of them of, well, we like NXT, well, we like TNA. Well, we're Team WWE and Team NXT. I mean, Team TNA. Like, it's not, I don't know what to tell you. It's just not jiving with me, not a vibe at all. And I think that's it for the NXT TNA Showdown card. That'll be going head to head against Title Tuesday AEW Dynamite. That card, I actually have that card pulled up. Believe it or not, that one will take place at Daly's Place. The matches are the Double Jeopardy Tag Team match between the AEW Tag Team Champions Brodito and the will take on the AEW Unified Champion Konosuke Takeshita and his partner. Oh, wait, no, the AEW Unified Champion Okada and his tag partner Konosuke Takeshita. If Okada and Takeshita win, they will get a shot at the AEW Tag Team Championships. If Brodito wins, either Bandito or Brody King, whichever one gets the pin in that match, will receive a AEW Unified Championship match. I believe they're going to go with Okada and Takeshita winning this match. And there's your AEW Tag Team Championship match for Wrestle Dream. You got Hangman Page and Samoa Joe going face to face ahead of their Wrestle Dream encounter for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Somewhat of a random matchup there, but should be good. I'm fine with it. They need to get those trios titles either off the ops or just get rid of them. Just get rid of them because this is now another straight event that these trio titles have been pretty much non-existent. So either get new champions or just get rid of the titles. Another matchup, we got Tomohiro Ishii versus Jon Moxley. Mox should win that match. Pac versus Orange Cassidy. Yep, not a lot of title matches. I don't get why it's called Title Tuesday here, but another random one, TNT Championship match, Kyle Fletcher versus Kyle O'Reilly 2. This should be an easy win for Kyle Fletcher here. Maybe this opens up to the return of Adam Cole if he's cleared, if he still wants to wrestle. That's the only reason I can even think of Kyle Fletcher versus Kyle O'Reilly here. I mean, I get they're kind of feuding with the conglomeration, but like, what has Kyle Fletcher done for a TNT Championship match? Like, you got to at least make it make sense. Mercedes Moné TBS Open Challenge against anyone from Florida. There's a lot of names being thrown out. Dakota Kai, who lives in Florida, Izzy Monroe, who is from Florida. Those are the two big names that have been getting thrown around. Mercedes should win that. They're not going to have Mercedes lose right before she breaks Jade's record. World's End. World's End is where Mercedes Moné will likely lose the TBS Championship. Jurassic Express returns to in-ring action for the first time in 4 years. 2022 was the last time they teamed up. And then you have a six-man tag team street fight between the Demand and the Hurt Syndicate. This AEW Dynamite will be 2.5 hours long. So it will go from 8 o'clock to 10:30. Will be on Tuesday, not Wednesday this week. It will be Tuesday. And then I might as well go through the Collision card too. Collision Homecoming, if anyone's even going to watch that one. Anna Jay and Ty Conti will be in action. The Big Bill and Brian Keefe will take on the Acclaim. Well, they're not officially the Acclaim yet, but Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. Eddie Kingston versus the Beast Mortos. Mixed Trios Tag Team match. Megan Bayne and FTR versus Willow Nightingale and Jet Speed. Kota Ibushi versus Josh Alexander. That should be a good one. And then you got your trios match. Probably will be leading up to Blood and Guts. It is Chris Statlander, Tony Storm, and Harley Cameron versus the Triangle of Madness. That will air Saturday, October 11th after the either at 8 o'clock or after whatever MLB playoff game is going on that day, if there is one. So neither card, in my opinion, is one, well, taking out Collision. This is between the two Tuesday shows. Neither one is one where I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I got to make it a point to watch that. Both of them feel like shows that, you know what? I'm going to watch the next day kind of ones. So I think NXT TNA is going to win the ratings war, which a lot of people saying ratings don't matter anymore. Well, clearly does if Uncle Dave is twisting himself in a fucking pretzel every week for it. And a lot of you still truly care about it, even though you say you don't. I think match quality wise, obviously AEW will be better match quality. I think if we see any new champions, it will be from the NXT side. The NXT show. I don't think either Kyle Fletcher or Mercedes Moné is losing their championship. And that is the quote unquote Tuesday Night War going on this week. Also, this week, this upcoming Saturday, we have WWE Crown Jewel, if I am correct. That is the 11th, right? Yep, this Saturday. Crown Jewel, AJ Styles, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Stephanie Vaquera versus Tiffany Stratton, Io and Rhea Ripley versus the Kabuki Warriors, and I assume there'll be one more match announced. That card will take place at 8 a.m. So if you want to watch live, 8 a.m. If not, watch the replay like I'm going to later on. I will be live some point this week. Well, not live. I will record some point this week on for Crown Jewel preview show. My early picks right now is Seth Rollins, Stephanie Vaquera, Cena, and then Rhea and Io as of right now. What that fifth match is going to be is going to be interesting because I don't think it's going to be Dom. I originally thought it was going to be Dom and Rusev, but they blew that match off for last Monday. I don't think. I mean, maybe it's going to be something involving Bronson Reed because obviously he's from Australia. So my guess, it'll probably end up being Roman and Jay versus. Are we doing Roman and Jay versus Bronson and Braun again? Or are we doing Roman versus Braun or what? Like, there's something's happening involving that circle. You also have CM Punk returning this week, so maybe it's something involving Punk. Maybe it ends up being Becky versus AJ. Although I think that might be saved for Saturday Night Main Event in Utah coming up. So that could really go either way here. But that's my early picks for Crown Jewel. Wrestle Dream. Wrestle Dream's the week after, I'm pretty sure. The Dream 2025. Yeah, Wrestle Dream is the week after. The match is currently announced. They have 3 matches announced right now. Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley in a Not Quit match. Hangman Page versus Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship, and Chris Statlander versus Timeless Tony Storm for the AEW Women's Championship. I assume between now and next Saturday's at least 8 more matches will probably end up being announced. So that is your rundown of what's going on this week in wrestling. Really, I know my general thoughts right now. I think WWE is in a down period. I think AEW is really inconsistent. Really no need to get into both of those right now. We'll get into a deeper dive into that at a later episode, probably sometime this week, or maybe our first live show that we're going to end up doing within the next few weeks. I am Brandon BT Taylor, and this is this week's episode of the All Avid Wrestling Show. The next time I will be here will be the Crown Jewel preview show, and then maybe next Saturday, depending on what's going on. Maybe I'll end up doing the Crown Jewel live post show. Who knows? So that's this week's show. Enjoy your week. I will be back with a new episode on Thursday. So, till then, adios.